There's a claim I've heard more than once, online, in academic circles, even in passing conversations, that anime has ruined literature. Now, that sounds dramatic, but underneath the exaggeration, there's a real concern. So let's talk about where that idea comes from, and why it's not as simple as it seems. First, let's break down what people actually mean when they say this. It's not that anime has literally made books disappear. It's that for many people, especially younger audiences, anime and manga have become the main way they experience stories. Not novels, not poetry, not even short stories, just anime. To some, that feels like a downgrade, like we're moving away from deeper, more thoughtful storytelling and replacing it with faster, easier entertainment. One of the biggest criticisms is that anime is too visual. With literature, you have to imagine everything, the setting, the characters, the atmosphere. That effort is part of the experience. With anime, everything is already there. The character designs, the world, even the pacing and tone are decided for you. So the argument goes, if people grow up consuming only that kind of storytelling, they might not develop the patience or the imagination needed to engage with more demanding texts. Another point that comes up a lot is the use of tropes. Anime, especially genres like shonen, romance, or isekai, reuses a lot of familiar patterns. The chosen one, the rival, the tragic backstory, the tournament arc. These aren't bad in themselves, but they can make stories feel formulaic. Some critics worry that this conditions viewers to expect the same structures over and over. And when they turn to literature, which often avoids or subverts those patterns, it feels slow or aimless in comparison. But here's the thing. Every storytelling tradition has its tropes. Literature has them too. And if we're being honest, the so-called literary canon is also filled with repetition. Coming-of-age narratives, tragic heroes, love triangles, moral dilemmas. It's all been done before. The difference is in the form, not the depth. Which brings us to the more important point. Anime didn't ruin literature, it simply changed how we engage with stories. There's a reason people connect with anime. A lot of it deals with complex themes: identity, trauma, power, loss, memory. Just because it comes with bright visuals or dramatic music doesn't mean it lacks meaning. In fact, some anime wrestle with ideas that most popular fiction wouldn't dare touch. They do it through character arcs, dialogue, long-form storytelling. The same tools literature uses. And it's worth pointing out, anime has actually led more people to read, not less. Manga and light novels are books. They require time, focus, and imagination. They just happen to include visuals. For many people, that's their first step into a wider world of reading. And from there, it often expands into mythology, history, philosophy, even classic novels. So the fear that anime is making us dumber or less literary just doesn't hold up. At the heart of this conversation is a simple truth. Formats change, but storytelling doesn't. Whether it's written on a page, animated on a screen, or spoken aloud, a good story is still a good story. And if something makes people care about character, plot, language, and emotion, it's not ruining literature. It's keeping it alive.